What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new video on the channel, and we are back in American Truck Simulator, and we are rocking the 2015 Freightliner Cascadia today. And unfortunately, we do not have engine sounds in this video. I'm just going to take a wild guess and assume that the mod is not compatible with the newer version. So unfortunately, we do not have any engine sounds, which I'm kind of bummed out about. But this was such a nice truck to not showcase, so I still am going to end up showcasing it today. I do like this paint scheme it's got on it, the little texture that you can pick off of it. I do like that one a lot, especially like the blue and the black, or the gray, or whatever color it is. It looks like black, but then it also looks gray to me. We got trains galore going through here, and we have the brand new Prestige. It's Prestige and Lode King. Oh, so the first one's Prestige, and the second one is a Lode King. Interesting. But yeah, those are both the new trailers that are in the game, so it looks like we got both of them today, which is cool. I thought it was just one company, but I guess it's both. But yeah, these are the B grain hoppers, and they're very cool looking. So we do got blinkers up there. So as you guys see, that first one has yellow, and then Lode King has red, which is really cool. Got blinkers on the sides there. Very, very nice. I like these trailers a lot. Like I said, unfortunately, we don't have any engine sounds. We're currently out here in Logan, Utah, and we are actually taking a load of pelleted animal food to Riverton, I believe Wyoming, and it is 67,240 pounds, so this is a bit of a heavy haul. Now, we're going to go ahead and load up the cargo, and we are going to hit the open road. So it is about 9 o'clock in game time right now, as the cargo did get loaded. So we are not going to be doing a night run today. We are actually going to go stop at a hotel up here and try to get it a daytime run. Try to go into the sunrise here in Wyoming. So let's go ahead and start up the truck here. Fortunately, like I said, there ain't no engine sounds. There was a Detroit Diesel 16 560 horsepower engine in this bad boy. But like I said, the sound or the engine sounds might not be compatible. There is that loud train horn again. We do have a 10-speed with a retarder today. And this truck is available on the various ATS mod sites. Like I said, it was too nice of a truck to not let go. So we do got 2 Red Bulls in our center console there, courtesy of my girlfriend Lauren. We got a duffel bag, and then we have just some random stuff back there. But let's go ahead and put her into forward here, and let's go ahead and get on out of here and find us a hotel. Looks like there's one to the left. So yeah, we don't really have any like interior sounds today whatsoever, but there is a dude just chilling up there. Very cool out here, you know, late night, I guess. So yeah, we have no sounds whatsoever in this truck, unfortunately. So we'll be kind of going off of the air brake sounds and kind of the exterior sounds the game has to offer today. Oh, there's a car coming. Nothing going on that way. Looks like we are good to make this left turn to head to the motel. Now I think we're going to be blocking that lane of traffic, but I think it'll be okay. Looks like we're making a left here, so we actually might be good. We don't block that fire truck. Oh, we're golden. We're golden. Oh, we have the arrow. I was about to say we're about ready to go, but we have a red arrow. Alright, we got the arrow now. Let's go ahead and head on, take our left here. That news van better not go because it is not his, and he's gonna go. Stupid, stupid people. Stupid people. I think the hotels are back this way. Okay. So we got a Lay's step deck truck over there at the Chevron, probably unloading. Let's take a look, because it looks like this is a truck stop. Yep, there they are right there. Alright, cool. I was going to say, we're not going to be backing this trailer in. So we're going to try to find a spot off to the side here. That Boeing guy a little... well, actually, we don't have to because we can pull right through. No, we cannot pull through these spots. Yeah, and then I don't think backing these bad boys in is going to do us any good. Let's see. Let's see if maybe we can do this. I highly doubt it. No, we can't. So we're going to be one of those truckers today. We're going to be one of those a-hole truckers that just park anywhere they want to. Let's stop the engine and let's rest. Alright, so that's much better. 7:11 in the morning right now. Let's go ahead and start up the truck here. We're not going to stop the engine. And we are going to head on out on the open road here. I'm not too sure what that red triangle is, but it should probably go away here soon. Alright, let's go ahead and head on out of the open road here. Got that sunrise coming up in Utah. Alright, hopefully you guys are having a good day today so far. Like I said, I do apologize for not having engine sounds. This truck was just looked too good to just pass up. And it had engine sounds when I made the truck because I went and tested it out and stuff, and it had engine sounds. And then I guess after the update, they just kind of went away, and unfortunately we don't have engine sounds right now, which kind of sucks. But then we do have those massive train horns. Alright, gonna have to wait on a train here. Alright, so that train is now done. Let's go ahead and hopefully these gates go up real quick. Kind of mad about the load I chose because it's got a lot of twists and turns on it, so I kind of wanted to show off a Jake brake. But unfortunately, that is not going to be the case today, so we're just going to kind of pretend this is one of Freightliner's very, very quiet Cascadia, as it was an older model that was rebuilt into a very, very quiet Cascadia, so we'll just kind of have to go with that today. I know a lot of you guys for this game normally like the engine sounds, but unfortunately that is not going to be the case today. I'm taking a right over here. If only that dude wasn't in the way, we'd be good, but it looks like, oh. There we go. Looks like we got a Dollar General right there. There we go. Perfect. Oh, we're going in the opposite lanes there. Alright. I think that lane is actually going to end, so we're just going to hang out in this lane here. I feel like today we're going to have a late delivery, which I'm okay with. Not too worried about it. Yep, like I said, this lane is going to end. It just kind of looked like it was going to end. Alright, we do got lots to talk about in this video, so let's go ahead and waste no time and get started. Looks like we got an accident scene up ahead over here. We're going to have to wait on this truck here. They always put these in the worst possible locations because it's always a dangerous spot to where you can't really pass, and you can't really see to pass because you don't know if there's another, vehicle coming or whatever. And this truck does not really want to get up to speed. That is because I think the load is a little bit too heavy for the truck, which I understand. I don't want to really be going, this mile an hour the entire trip. But I wanted this route because it was kind of like a nice bendy, curvy route to kind of, listen to some Jakes and stuff. But unfortunately, that is not the case today. And I have a feeling this truck's not going to be able to handle it, so we may have to stop at a service station if possible. Kind of give the truck a little bit of more oomph. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Seems like all these trucks are kind of going a little slow today, don't you think? Kind of looks like it. There we go. We're kind of gaining some speed right now. Rest stop, half a mile. We're not going there. We should have honestly upgraded our engine a little bit because I have a feeling we're going to be struggling this entire trip. Carrying all this food with all this weight, but we hopefully we should be okay. I'm not too certain if we will be or not. We'll just kind of keep going, and then we'll kind of see. It is a very bendy, curvy road that we're going on, so we really shouldn't be going, too fast anyway. Yeah, we shall see what the deal will be. But yeah, guys, like I said, we do have lots to talk about in this one. Okay. That turn, they said 39 or 35. That turn really came on us quick there. There we go. Whew, that was a close one, man. So it's 50. The curve is 35. Like I said, very bendy road today, so we're gonna slow down for this one. We got air brake sounds, but that is because of Z-Mod's sound sets that he has out that are free. So that is why we have the air brake sounds. There we go. Got that extra leash trailer going. But yeah, I have actually kind of kept you guys in the dark a little bit. I've kind of not really announced it as much. I may have posted it on Snapchat and once on Instagram. But I actually did leave Amazon May 30th. May 30th was my last day working as an Amazon driver. And part of the reason why I did leave was because of stress at the job that just was not worth it. Yep, we got cars coming. That dude just ran a stop sign. Oh, they got a stop sign too. Man, that's okay. I thought that they didn't have a stop sign. We got those double trailers there. You don't want to hit that sign. There we go. But yes, so in my honest opinion, there's just a lot of factors that led to that decision of me leaving. One of the things was stress. The job just, I wasn't getting paid enough for the job that we did and all the other extra stuff that we had to do that really we weren't supposed to be doing. And I felt like for what I was making versus like what FedEx and UPS make just didn't sit right with me, especially since some UPS drivers are sitting there making like $39 an hour, whereas I'm sitting there making $17.50 doing the same job. It just did not sit right with me. And I would have been coming up on a 2-year raise at this point. Would have been, actually July, so it'd be this month. But yeah, did not really work out too well. Plus, it would have only been a 50-cent raise, so I would have been making $18 an hour. Still working between 30 to 35 hours, which was not cutting it. And there was just a lot of miscommunication going on between me and the higher-ups and everything. And new policies that Amazon was putting into effect that really made no sense. Especially since they had to shut the van off at every stop, which I don't think anybody's going to follow, if I'm being honest with you, at the warehouse I'm at. Especially, with the heat wave Illinois has been getting. And just the fact of that Amazon drivers, or not drivers, but like Amazon personnel would be following you in their personal vehicles, making sure you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. So I just did not feel like the stress and all of that was just right. And that ultimately led to my decision to quit Amazon. And it looks like we got a lot of accidents today, man. We really do. We have more today than I think we have about the same amount as we did the last episode, which is unique. I don't think I've ever seen this many accidents on these types of roads before. We got a 20, so we're going to have to slow down for this one. It shouldn't really be a 20. You would think that would be like a 30. We got 35 coming up with the snaky road. But yeah, so I did end up leaving Amazon about a month ago. And I have been at my new job for a month. So literally my last day at Amazon, the next day after that was the classroom start of my new job, which is USIC. Which, if you guys don't know what USIC is, it's basically United States Infrastructure Corporation. And another accident, man. Like I said, plenty of accidents, and for some reason a lot of people are facing the wrong direction, which I don't understand. But yes, U.S. or United States Infrastructure Corporation, basically what we do is, if you guys know what Julie tickets are, so basically it's the 811 number that you have to call before you end up digging in your property or whatever. That is what we end up dealing with. So I've been at my job for a month now, and I absolutely love it. Ended up getting my truck, own company work truck, about a week ago or so. And finally ended up getting that, got all my equipment. We were supposed to honestly get it from day one, but they ended up hiring a lot of people, and we kind of had to scavenge for stuff. So finally got it. I'm very happy. I've done like a mix of classroom and on-the-job training, and I gotta say, I love it. I really, really do. I should be getting certified this week to actually go out on my own and not be in training anymore. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. But yeah, basically what we do is we locate the utilities that are like under the ground and stuff, and we kind of verify, mark it. If you guys see like a whole bunch of spray paint and like flags on the ground, that is pretty much what we do, even though there's a lot more to the job than that. When I first, kind of started getting into the job, so I actually applied for this job back in 2019, 2020-ish. I think I applied for it like 2 or 3 different times, and I just never got a call back from them. So that is when I decided to apply at Amazon, and ended up leaving Amazon for them. And now I actually love the job. And we got to pull into a way station. Gotta love it. So yeah, basically what we do is we'll just sit there, or not sit there, but we just kind of look at the underground water, sewer, electric, gas, telecommunications, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so we turn here. Looks like we go around here, I want to say. Stop at the truck scale ahead. Yep, right here. We're overweight, and we probably have some damage to us. I know we do. I think that's what it said last time. Why aren't you stopping? Looks like one of the things I may have to end up getting here soon is a brand new steering wheel, because I think the cord that goes from the pedals to the steering wheel is going out. So I may have to end up picking up a new steering wheel here one of these days. We're at the truck scale. So 114,660 pounds. Vehicle's not perfect technical state. Be careful next time. I understand. So yeah, looks like I may end up having to get a new wheel and pedals here soon, which I'm kind of looking at the Thrustmaster T248 wheel and pedals. But yeah, that's interesting, 'cause I knew it was kind of going out, because I noticed now every time I have to mount it back up onto my desk, I'm having to unplug and replug it. So I have a feeling that the cord is going out. And then when we were trying to stop there at the port of entry the first time, I had to mess around with the cord in order to get it to work properly. So I feel like the thing is going out, which is unfortunate. But then again, nothing lasts forever. I've actually had this wheel for a good, I want to say 3-4 years now, thanks to my good buddy JB Twin. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, it is linked down in the description if you guys do want to check it out. He does more streaming on Facebook now than he does on YouTube, so I'll have that linked in the description down below as well. But good thanks to him for actually letting me buy the steering wheel off of him, and then he shipped it to me and everything, which was really cool of him. And I've had the steering wheel ever since, so I do think it's time for an upgrade. Same thing with my PC. That's definitely going in for an upgrade here this year as well. It served me well for about 3 years now, and the parts are starting to wear out, and it's starting to run a little bit slow. So a new PC is going to end up coming through. I'm going to end up probably ordering the parts like one by one, waiting for sales and stuff, and then going through and rebuilding the whole thing. Probably going to end up using the same case that I have, so I don't have to worry about buying a case. But yeah, man, time to upgrade the PC, time to upgrade the peripherals. Definitely going to upgrade my old PC that I gave to Lauren. So that's going to get upgraded here as well. Probably going to put the same parts in it and all that good stuff. So just purchase duplicates of the stuff. But yeah, guys, super cool. Going back to what I was talking about with the job, the classroom training was pretty fun. It was about two and a half weeks or so. It was fun and boring at the same time. The group of people that I'm working with, my trainers and everything, and the other guys that are being trained right now are actually really, really cool. We have a lot of good times in training and stuff. We laugh a lot. We make fun of each other. It's really fun. I like this job quite a bit because you can actually sit there and cuss at the job and, you know, not get yelled at or, you know, whatever for it. So it's really, really cool. I did stress out over it quite a bit in the classroom because, like, I realized, like, I'm more of, like, a hands-on type person. So being in the classroom and, like, learning everything, comparing it to, like, outside real life, it's kind of like, whoa, I don't know if I can do this or not. Well, we're going straight. But once we got out onto the, like, on-the-job training and stuff, outside in the field, and that was an Amazon double trailer. Never seen those before. Amazon could benefit from using those, though, but what do I know? But yeah, once we got out on the job training, everything started to make sense. It started to click. There's some things that I'm still trying to, you know, learn and stuff as we go, but for the most part, I pretty much got it down. And like I said, I love the job. I really, really do. Only downfall is it is about 50 cents less than what I was making at Amazon. So I was making $17.50 there. It's 17 from what I'm making now. But there's more hours involved. I get a guaranteed 40 during training, and then it's a guaranteed 50 out of training. So it's 5 10-hour days, and then a Saturday. I believe it's every other Saturday or something like that. I think it just depends on if you want overtime or not. So very cool. Very, very cool job indeed. So if you guys looking for a job, you guys like working outdoors and stuff, don't mind some hard work and all that, definitely apply. They are hiring. It is a nationwide company, so it's everywhere, except I think in like 2 states. I think California and New York is what they said, or Louisiana or something like that. But yes, definitely do apply if you guys are looking for a job and you guys aren't afraid to get your hands dirty and work outside. But yeah, man, this job's definitely a good opportunity because from what I was doing at Amazon, my last like 3 checks at Amazon before I quit were like $600, and then my very last check from Amazon was like $300. So definitely not worth it anymore, especially with the rising inflation and stuff. It's definitely not worth the job, the stress, or anything anymore. So I'm finally glad to be out of that. I do have that 2 years of delivery driving under my belt. So in case I do find another delivery driver job, or even if I decide to get my CDL and become a semi-driver. But I really do think I'm going to be staying put at this job for a while. And one of the cool things, though, it's actually really easy to move up in the company. So, like, you can become a trainer, a lead trainer, or even a supervisor within, like, a year or 2. So that's really cool. Okay, that truck just disappeared, man. I got to figure that out. I really do think it's the Jazzy Cat mods. I think I need to upgrade it or something, or update it, because that is crazy that you just have a truck pass you and then it just despawn. And then the last video we had, you know, trucks despawn and stuff. So I think that's just something I have to update. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I noticed it's just semis. It's not the cars. It's just semis, which is weird. But yeah, one of pretty much the disadvantages of this job is that, of course, you're going to be out in the sun all day. And Illinois did have a major heat wave going through the last couple weeks where it's been like 99 to 100 with like heat indexes going up within like 100 plus. So the sun was beating down on us all day. And I told my trainer the first day, he's asking people if they need sunscreen. I told him I didn't really need it. I was actually being a little cocky, but I do gotta stop doing that though, because I told him, I said, I don't really use sunscreen because I really don't burn. I tan more than I burn. Well, then again, I've never actually had a job where I'm outside all day. Usually with like Amazon, you'd be outside for a while and then you'd hop back in your van. Like, it's not like, you know, you're physically outside all the time. Well, we were outside, and basically when I said that, the sun basically said, hold my beer. And I ended up getting burnt completely on my head, my forehead, my neck, my throat, or not, yeah, my neck, and one section of my leg. So like my left leg, like one side of it was burnt, the other sides were fine because I was wearing shorts at the time. So I never understood that one, how both of them didn't burn, just the one side on one did. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm coming out here. Don't know where we're at right now. I think we're in... I know we're in Wyoming. That's all I know. I'm not too sure what city we're in. But we are going straight on. That is a fact. We got the green light. Here we go. Went and saw the new Jurassic movie over the course of, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something. Now, I've actually never really been a fan of the Jurassic World movies. I just never really got into them. So, there's a drive-in movie theater near us. It's basically like, it's like an old drive-in theater. It's really cool. So they actually have like 2 screens, one on each side of the theater. And they were playing the new Jurassic World and the new Top Gun, or the new Jurassic Park movie and the new Top Gun movie, Top Gun Maverick. And so how they do it is you have both screens, and they basically rent out radio stations for each screen. So like one screen has one station, one screen has another. So I was just kind of sitting there, you know, like eyeballing between the two. Like I was more interested in the Top Gun movie than I was Jurassic World, but I did end up seeing it with her parents. So we did end up getting like free tickets and stuff. So okay, so we had some stuttering going on there. I don't know why the traffic is moving so slow today. Okay, you're not going to let me over? Alright, well, if you ain't going to let me over, I'm just going to chill right here. Okay, you're going to let me over. Okay, well, I don't know why the traffic is moving so slow today. I feel like it's something to do with the game. Like, I feel like something's up with the game today. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like, I'm not... Like, I can't even get up to speed. Very interesting. Yeah, like, see, I'm decreasing speed right now. Now I'm increasing, and it's... I don't know. It just feels like a weird episode. Like, there's no engine sounds. Nothing. We're going 32 and a 70. I guarantee you there's cars behind us that are getting completely irritated. So, 2-lane road. Pass with care. There we go. So, we're getting up speed now. They're probably going to start passing me here, which I completely understand if they do. Yeah, this isn't one of my, best episodes. I will definitely say that. I don't want to say it's one of my worst episodes, because I've had some worse episodes out in the beginning when I first started YouTube. So this one right here is just kind of in the middle. But yeah, I'm not sure why they're going so slow. Like, they're pretty much going like 25 and a 70. And I feel like it's something to do with that YRC truck. So we got 100 miles left to go. And I really don't want to be stuck behind old YRC the entire time going 25 miles an hour. I don't know. I have no idea. But one thing that I'm actually looking forward to this year is Lauren and I are actually looking for a place together. So our goal is to get moved out by the end of the summer, which I don't know, might happen, might not happen. It might end up being, before the end of the year. But that is yeah, that is something that we are both actually looking forward to this year. We're looking to rent a place. We're trying to rent a house, not an apartment, because I've had, deals with apartments and stuff, and one good, one bad. So we're trying to look for a house and stuff so that we actually have our own place and we don't have to share with anyone. We've kind of been looking all over Central Illinois. Okay, we can't pass yet. I was kind of trying to figure out like what area I'll be working in, since where I currently live is on the cutoff like the cutoff point between two different crews. So I was trying to figure out if I was going to work in Champaign or if I was going to work on the Bloomington crew. And it looks like I'm going to be on the Champaign crew, which is good. I talked to the supervisor that works down south, like South Illinois, and he said he'd be glad to like come take me and stuff, put me on his crew. So kind of looking for places down there as well. And we're going to be behind old YRC again. Gotta love it. So it seems like he's going slower too, and I don't really understand what's going on with that. I'm not sure if it's the truck mod or if it's because my truck's being stupid so all the other ones are being stupid. But yeah, it's definitely a weird episode, and we're definitely going to pass this guy if we can. Because right now we're on a solid double yellow, so we can't. $52 miles to Lander. Alright, looks like the road is open here. So he's going about 30, so he must be struggling too. I don't know. This is definitely kind of a weird one for me, not gonna lie. But for all you MLB fans out there, baseball season's going strong. I'll tell you that right now. New York, both New York teams are actually doing very well. My Cubs, yeah, they're just there at this point this year. Really are. I mean, there's really not much that they're doing well this year. They're currently in 4th place. I really wish they did more on the offseason than they have. My big thing was I thought they were going to re-sign like Rizzo, Baez, Bryant, and all those guys, and it turns out they did not. And I think that really kind of screwed them in the end. Because Ricketts didn't even want to talk to them at all. Didn't even want to try to make offers to them. So they all went their separate ways. And I think that kind of hurt them a little bit. Because pretty much the whole team now is just full of young guys. And quite a few, just, a handful of veteran guys that can, mentor them and stuff. So I think that kind of did screw us up a little bit. Like I said, we're 4th in the division right now. Both New York teams are currently on fire, the Mets and the Yankees. So that'd be a really cool World Series to see if it's like Mets versus Yankees. I feel like that would be an ultimate World Series, like the crosstown. I think theirs is the Subway Series, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, we're gonna be going super slow. I mean, then again, I'm kind of used to the whole thing of the Cubs being in the last place and all that. So it's been a thing for a while now. 2016, I think, was just one lucky year. We had a really solid team, and then it just kind of all went downhill after that. I don't understand why we're going so slow. Like, I really, really don't. But other than that, I do feel like we have a way better team than the Reds, because I feel like the Reds are the first team. I'm actually going to pass this guy. I can't. Oh, nope, that's not going to be a good thing because we're coming on a curve. But yeah, I really, really, really do feel like with the Reds and stuff, especially after that one day, they were throwing a no-hitter, so a lot of you Reds, fans out there had some hope that day. I think it was against the Pirates, if I'm not mistaken. And then the bottom of the 9th, the Pirates, and I think it was the 8th or the 9th, where the Pirates ended up getting a run that wasn't even a hit, and they still ended up losing a no-hitter game, which I think was the first time ever in my lifetime that has happened. Yeah, man, I will tell you, though, it is very weird having a truck with no engine sounds. I think I've done this like 1 or 2 times before, but it is a very weird feeling, I'm not going to lie. It's different. It is very different. But other than the engine sounds, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video here. If you guys did, do make sure you guys hit the like button and that subscribe button with the bell icon. If you guys want actual notifications of when uploads do go up on the channel, please make sure to join the Discord server. I do have a bot in there that posts every single time my videos are uploaded, and it's usually instant, more instant than the YouTube notifications. So if you guys do want that, please make sure you guys join the Discord server. Make sure you guys also follow all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Everything is down in the description down below. I won't be putting the link to this truck mod in the description, and that is only because of the fact of the various ATS mod sites do have a lot of stolen mods that are paid mods that people upload as free and say that they are their own. So I don't really condone the use of the ATS mod sites. There actually were quite a few trucks that I had planned on using and like showing off and stuff. And then right before I ended up, making videos with them, I come to find out that they are stolen. So I don't condone the use of the ATS mod sites, and not to mention, if you don't know how to use them, you can get a whole bunch of viruses and malware on your computer if you hit the wrong download button or whatever. So those mod sites are just a headache to use. If you guys are beginners and stuff and want to get into modding ATS, I'd recommend using the Steam Workshop. It is so much more easier, and everything is much, you won't have to worry about getting hacked or malware or any of that bad stuff on your computer. So Steam Workshop, just one click, subscribe, it ends in your game, go to your mod manager, boom, right there. Whereas the mod sites, it's a process, and if you don't know what you're doing, I would not recommend doing it. Look up YouTube videos and stuff, but I would definitely not recommend doing it. Alright, so we're almost here to our destination. I've kind of been keeping a track on the GPS with the miles on it, just because it looks like that's where we're going, Riverton, so about 21 miles left to go. This episode has, like I said, this episode has just been one of those, like, weird ones, but at the same time, like I said, I wanted to showcase the truck, so I did not want to, just scrap the truck, because it actually is a really, really, really good looking 2015 Cascadia, especially for a free mod. And I know it's a free mod because there aren't many customization options for it, and it doesn't even come with the steering wheel, so you actually have the steering wheel as a option, but you can actually run it without a steering wheel, which I think is super weird. But yeah, I do know this is a free mod. It just kind of screams free mod, but it is a good free mod, and I do like the look of it. I thought it was one of the nicer looking 15 Cascadias. And, also the fact of that I have not used a 15 Cascadia on the channel since, like, the beginning of my career. Because I think it was, like, my 10th or 11th ATS video is when I used, like, the Freightliner one of these Cascadias back to back to back. And then I just not have seen one that's been updated since. So it's nice to be back in the old Cascadias. Take a break from, like, the newer ones and stuff. The Digital Dash one and the other one. So very nice looking truck mod indeed. And here we are in Riverton. Guarantee you we're not backing this trailer in. I just have a strange feeling we're going to be pulling this trailer into where we're going. And it's not a suicide lane because there is no arrows on it, so we're just going to make a turn from this lane here. And right here. Yep, right here. I think this is where we're going. And yep, DFA, that is what it is. Not sure what DFA is. It's a new company, so I'm not too sure what it is. Straight on. It looks like they want us to the right here. Okay, what did we hit? I don't know what we hit, but it is what it is, I guess. Dairy Farmers of America, that's what it is. Dairy Farmers of America, DFA. And we are taking some pelleted animal food. Gotta back up a little bit here just so we're in the green. There we go. One last look of the truck here. We do got lights and everything that do work. High beams, all of that good stuff. Like I said, this is just one of those nicer looking Freightliner Cascadia trucks that are free. Like I said, free. So I just had to show it off, even though the engine sounds don't work. It just looks super nice to not show off. Then we got our Prestige and Lode King trailers here. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. And yeah, let's go ahead and shut the engine down, unload the cargo, and let's see what we got. Alright, so we weren't even late. So we got 451 miles, 108 gallons of fuel. Took us an hour, exactly an hour. And 102 World of Trucks contracts have been completed. So we got 9,786 bucks for a heavy haul. That's kind of, not much, especially for like some loads in this game are like 20,000. But I will take it. We got 933 XP. And that is going to go ahead and do it for this one, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.